And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal call. Vic now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Vic readies to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach. On second down, McQueen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Vic throwing in a hurry to the flat. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on second and a yard. And Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 30. 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Vic. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. 7 yards, the pickup there. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Vic firing quickly here, and that's complete. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
From just shy of midfield, Vick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, Vick out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Vick to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. From the 27, Vick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 times.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. They'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McQueen, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Vick. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now here's Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. From just shy of midfield, Vick got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And no team got after the quarterback quite like the Steelers did last season. They led the NFL in sacks and quarterback pressures, and there's another one right there. This Pittsburgh team, always known as Blitzburgh.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Vick, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On first down, Vick over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Play action now, Vick. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organic.
Touchdown, Bills! Rob Gronkowski, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Bills have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Edwards.
5 yards remain on second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up the third down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A slant to Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 30 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Vick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Vick's throw is caught here by Anderson.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening week.